This right here is a mysterious envelope containing what I think is the craziest Pokemon cartridge ever made. And that's pretty crazy coming from me, considering I own this cartridge, which is a event distribution card. Basically, an event distribution cartridge is something that a store used in the past to give out event Pokemon. And I made a video about this in the past already. But that's an official cartridge. This one right here is actually not. And despite the fact that this is not an official cartridge, I think it can do many insane things that you've never seen before. Supposedly, I can take a cartridge out from this device right here and put it in a Game Boy Advance and then plug in this link cable. So let's say the cartridge in here is put into this Game Boy on the left, and I plug it in with this cord right here. I can apparently distribute event Pokemon and more to this cartridge. And that applies to the entirety of Gen 3 Pokemon, whether it be Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby Sapphire, or Emerald, all of them. Just hearing that has me excited, and I can't wait to show you guys what is on here because I don't even know myself. I have not looked at the inside of this envelope. We're gonna check it out together, and I really hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe if you're new. We are at 11,000 subscribers. I'm going for 25,000 at the end of the year. I don't know if I could do it, but let's just go for it anyway. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get right into the video. Okay, we are now inside of the envelope. You can see something very peculiar looking right there. If you can't tell what that is a Game Boy Advance cartridge in a plastic little container to keep it safe. Yeah, here we go. It's one of those, I don't even know if it's an official one, but it's a little plastic case just to make sure there's no dust or whatever. I don't know if you guys can read that. I'll definitely have to zoom in, but it says made in Japan. That is absolutely not true based on where I ordered this from. I know for a fact that is not true. They just printed that on there, but I guess it's time to flip it over. Might as well move all that other stuff out of the way first. Get that cord out of the way. Okay, here's the cartridge. We're gonna flip it over in 3. Actually, no, let me get it out of here first. There, no reason to flip it over when you guys can't even see it properly. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Look at that. It says Pokemon Leaf Green, Ruby, Fire Red, all 5 of the games like I mentioned. Under that at the bottom, it says Pokemon 10th Anniversary Distribution. This is not a real cartridge, but they're really trying to make it look like it is. Right here, it says Nintendo, and right here, official Nintendo seal. That is not true whatsoever. But hey, I guess they wanted it to look real, and they did a decent job at this art or whatever. But if you guys notice, yeah, just by the sound, that is not an official cartridge. The plastic feels all weird too. Also, something I noticed up in the top right, you can see Pikachu, Charizard. I don't remember there being events for those Pokemon. That has me interested. We're gonna boot it up, put it into one of these Game Boys, and let's check it out. Okay, this is my handy dandy childhood Game Boy. You can tell because there are a million scratches and or bite marks on it. I hope that wasn't me. But let's put the game in right here. I don't know how this is gonna work. There were a ton of instructions, but I don't be reading those. First, I think I'm gonna boot it up before getting the whole link cable plug-in stuff situated. Let's just turn it on and see what happens. Okay, the cartridge was not even detected in the Game Boy. Let's try it again. Okay, I tried like a million times in this Game Boy Advance. It did not work, but I tried in this one, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, it did work. There we go. Let's boot this thing up and see what it has to... What the... GBA multi-game menu, game list, and then there's English, French, German, Italian, and Spanish. So we got 5 different languages. I speak English and Spanish, but only fluently in English, so... what the... Pokemon Deliver, Lugia, Entei. You know what? These are the Pokemon I saw on the front of the cartridge. See, Pikachu, Charizard. I guess they weren't being clickbaity on the front of the cartridge, but what are these? I pressed the A button and now it actually gives me a little cursor, which is a Pokeball. So what should I do? So if I click on Pikachu, it just says waiting, and then there's like a 0 down there. When I read this, I don't really have a way of knowing if that Pikachu, the Lugia, or any of those are meant for a specific game. I have Pokemon Fire Red right here. I know it looks weird. It is a real authentic copy. It's just that I peeled the sticker off when I was a kid. I don't know why I did that. This cartridge is all kinds of busted up. Comment on this video if you guys used to peel off your cartridges. I need to know I'm not the only weird one. Okay, that took so long that I've practically entered my 30s. And if you're wondering why I'm on Leaf Green, it's because my Fire Red copy actually had no save file on it. Right here, I'm in Fuchsia City, and something I heard in the instructions is 1, you have to be in a Pokemon Center, and 2, your party cannot be full. I think I can just save right here anywhere and I'll be good. I'm pretty excited. I think I have to have this game be off now and then plug it into the other one, and I guess we'll find out. Okay, it got complicated, but I think I know what I need to do now. This is the one right here on the right with the event cartridge in it. This has Leaf Green now. I'm turning this one on first, specifically the event one first. I'm gonna click on English, and then I have to press A and then press B to go back. Then I'm just gonna pick a random Pokemon in here. I'm gonna do Suicune. I don't remember any Suicune event. Yo guys, sorry to interrupt. I'm just gonna mention it now while I'm editing this video. These are indeed real events, but many come from continents like Europe, where I would have never seen these events as a kid. Anyway, back to the video. So I click on Suicune right here. Then the one right here, the Game Boy Advance with Leaf Green, I have to hold select and start and then turn it on. Select and start both being held. Boom. Let's see. Oh, do you guys hear that sound effect? Then I'm just gonna keep holding it. Hey, look at that. There's now a weird, like, different colored Nintendo symbol. I don't know if I have to press A. I'm just gonna wait. Okay, you are receiving the Pokemon now. Please do not turn off the power. And then over here, it's a... Whoa, look at that. The Pokemon's arrived. Please turn off the power and unplug the Game Boy Advance game link cable. There's Suicune. And then I guess I have to unplug this right here, just like so. And I'm actually going to leave this on for later. But look at that. That was crazy. It actually worked pretty easily. So I'm going to turn this back on now. That was so cool. It literally just showed that it was transferring over a Suicune onto my game. So now I'm going to open up my party. Please have a Suicune in there. There should be a full 6 Pokemon because I only had 5. Let's see. Hey, look at that. There's a Suicune down here at level 70. Let's take a look at it. So, the original trainer name is 10 Aniv for 10th anniversary. It was met in a faithful encounter when met at level 70. Caught in a Pokeball, ability Pressure. These are its moves. I'll be honest, I don't remember this being an event at all, but I could be mistaken for sure. Let's take it up here, and I think I can redeem, like, all the events that I want. Okay, I did... What? This guy got me stuttering. I guess I never did this trainer battle on my playthrough. This guy, Birdkeeper Wilton, oh, he's gonna hate me. He's probably gonna call the cops. He's sending out a level 29 Spearow. Guess what I got, though? Suicune. But what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go back to the PC, and I'm really gonna look into this cartridge more. Okay, I just got it set up to where Suicune is the only thing left in my party. The rest of my party is down there in the PC box. I'm gonna save, turn the game off, and try to get even more Pokemon from this cartridge right here. It's kind of weird because there's 10 Pokemon in total in this list, but the listing I bought it from told me there were like over 140 Pokemon. I'm gonna test redeeming other Pokemon, and then later on in the video, I'm gonna see if I could actually redeem multiple of the same thing and get like a ton of Suicunes, for example. Next, I guess I'm gonna go with Latios. I think that would be cool to see if it would work in Fire Red. The main reason being, unless I'm wrong, which you guys could correct me if I am, I don't think Latios was ever given out in Fire Red and Leaf Green as an event. I just have no recollection of that. So let's click on Latios right here. It says waiting, okay, and then we go back to this one, hold, select, and start, and turn it on. There we go. And then I'll press the A button. I don't even know if you have to, but hey, you're receiving the Pokemon now. Ooh, there we go. That's such a cool, like, animation and everything. We got our Latios right there. So it looks like that did work, even though this is Pokemon Fire Red. It says please turn it off and unplug the Game Boy. Here we are back in the Fuchsia City Pokemon Center. Let's just go right into... Hey, there we go. There's our Latios. That's weird. It's also 10th anniversary. Did they really give out all these Pokemon for the 10th anniversary? I don't remember that. I mean, I don't even know if I was alive. I was probably like 1 year old when this was given out. But we have a level 70 Latios, just like how the Suicune was level 70 as well. Let's do another test. I want to see if I can redeem multiple of the same Pokemon. So I'm going to click on Latios for the second time and then hold this and do the whole startup thing. Let's boot into this, and I wonder, will it give me the exact same Pokemon again? Because with a normal event cartridge, that would not work. You're receiving the Pokemon now. Please do not turn off the power. Let's wait a bit longer. Okay, that looks like it actually did work. Turn it off, boot it up, and if I have 2 Latios in there, this is crazy. With this cartridge right here, my official Celebi distribution cartridge, if it sends a Celebi to a cartridge, it could not send another to that same save file. The only way this cartridge would be able to send another Celebi is if I just wipe the entire save file. So let's open up the party and let's see. Oh my gosh. Wait a second. This is 206 HP. This is 208. So this is not a direct clone, actually. Quirky nature, adamant nature. Okay, that's actually really good to see. I thought it was just loading this up from like a pre-made Pika Hex save of the Pokemon or whatever. But no, you can see all the stats are actually different. It really is reassigning me a new Latios. That is actually very good to see. Now I'm going to try filling up my party with multiple event Pokemon at once and seeing if I can just do multiple in a row. Because that'd be a very quick way to get tons of Pokemon. And one thing I want you guys to comment down below is if I should make a part 2 where I try transferring these Pokemon to new games. You're receiving the Pokemon now. I wonder if it'll be a shiny Charizard or just a normal one. Let's see. Normal Charizard. Okay. One thing I noticed, that's actually the Gen 3 sprite of Charizard from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, not Fire Red and Leaf Green. Cool. I like the Kanto sprites a lot more, but it's really just preference. But yeah, definitely comment down below if I should do a video transferring all these Pokemon to new games like Scarlet and Violet, Sword or Shield, whatever games you want. Here's our Charizard. I know, I just said I was going to try redeeming multiple Pokemon in a row, but I think it's kind of weird how they are all 10 anniversary. I'm going to go for one more Pokemon. I'm going to go with Ho-Oh. Why not? Let's go get a Ho-Oh. But now I'm actually going to try redeeming multiple Pokemon at once. So this should give me a Ho-Oh right here. There, now we can actually see. Okay, so there's a Ho-Oh. It says, please turn off the power and unplug the Game Boy Advance. I'm not going to do that though. I'm going to unplug it and then just instantly go right here and click on a new one. Let's go for an Entei. Why not? And just immediately turn this back on while holding start and select. That's That's the test I want to see. Can you just spam this, redeem multiple in a row? You're receiving the Pokemon now. It looks like it's working, so it should pop up. I believe Entei is what I clicked on. Yeah, there's an Entei. Sweet, let's boot this back up. After unplugging it, my party should be full right now. This is gonna look really cool. There should now be a Ho and Entei after the Charizard. Let's see, and Pokemon. Hey, it's weird. Every single one is level 70. Let's see, these are probably 10th anniversary too. Let's see, boom, boom, yep. But either way, we have some really cool Pokemon now. These are pretty valuable. This cartridge is insane. I've never seen anything like this before. I already know people are gonna ask. I am not gonna link this because I don't really think the sellers are reputable. I mean, that's just one of the reasons. I looked in the description. It said this would be able to transfer over 140 different Pokemon. That just is simply not true. There were 10 options in there. But also, I don't think the production of something like this, you know, people making these is quite legal, to say the least. Nothing wrong with buying it, but I don't think these are really meant to be made in the first place. So I'm not going to be directly promoting buying these, but yeah, I hope you guys understand that. This is definitely the craziest Pokemon cartridge I have ever owned. If you guys want me to purchase other stuff like this to review, then let me know. I want to transfer these to the new game, so comment if you want to see that, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all soon. Peace out.